Hi friends, good morning. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to touch base with you guys this week with my face with a couple videos on essential rewards. This has been a month that I am uniquely grateful to have access to the wellness products that I do through Young Living. And this month also marks 4 years since I got my start with essential oils with my premium starter kit. I think all of you guys have heard at least part of my story, particularly our family's aha moments of life change and how they really came about 2 years ago when we started using our oils and our Ningxia Red to boost our immune systems. But today I wanted to share with you what being a part of Essential Rewards has looked like for our family, partially because I'm presently so grateful for it, partially because we have a lot of families who have either just joined our oily family or have recently jumped on Essential Rewards, and also because I, in my personal experience, made some mistakes that I want to tell you about and hopefully spare you from making. So stay tuned till the end of this video because I'm going to be doing a giveaway and sharing how to enter, and I'm also going to have 1 or 2 more videos coming this week that will also have a giveaway attached, so stay tuned for those. Okay, so when I got started with Young Living, Essential Rewards was not something you could start on with your enrollment like you can now. It was a separate step. So sometime a month or 2 after I had gotten my kit, I ran out of my lavender and I ran out of my lemon. And I thought, I might as well get points back on my orders. So I set up my account, and every month I picked a few oils that I thought sounded nice to try, mostly for my diffuser. Because I have to tell you here, my mindset at that time was basically looking at my oils as a candle replacement for stress, ambiance, and relaxation. And with that mindset, after a couple months, I felt stocked up, and I wondered, do I need to keep ordering stuff here every month? And I stopped my Essential Rewards. Interestingly, it was just about a month or 2 after that our kids were passing around colds like it was a ball they threw back and forth to one another. They kept drinking out of one another's cups, and it was a real drag because we kept having to miss things we loved, like church and Bible study and play dates with friends, because someone was under the weather. It sucked. I'd been around Young Living and Kelly's groups for at least 1.5 years at that point, and it was then that Nick and I did what sort of felt a little bit like a gamble to us. We started trying Ningxia Red and a few supplements for our immune systems. Well, you know our story. Our immune systems changed in such a way that it was like a crazy blessing, and that crazy cycle of illness was finally over for us and basically has remained over for the past 2 years. If I could go back in time, you guys, I wish that I had not taken a break from Essential Rewards because I had to restart my earning percentage level, which is a huge bummer. But it's a part of our story, and this is the important part. We needed a mindset shift when it came to our health. For basically our entire married life, we've lived on a budget. I have some friends that make fun of me because we track everything on a Google Doc. We've had specific amounts agreed on between the 2 of us for what we do or don't spend in certain categories. But you know what? It wasn't until that time that we kept getting sick cyclically over and over again, and I needed to restart Essential Rewards because we were buying Ningxia, that we actually made a category in our budget for investment in being proactive in our health. I don't know why. I don't know why we hadn't thought of it before, except I think that's actually kind of common in our culture, but we weren't putting any investment into our health. And then I'd feel surprised and upset when we got sick and missed out on things. And honestly, it wasn't that we weren't spending any money. It was just that it was unplanned for and reactive when we did. We rushed to the grocery store or the drugstore or the doctor's office, whether we were buying stuff over the counter to cover up and relieve our symptoms, or we were spending money on copays to be told that we had a viral illness and we needed to wait it out. There were times that I would have to call off my part-time nursing job because someone was sick, and that meant less income coming in that month. The crazy thing is other categories in our budget, like our cars, for example, we never looked at that way. We knew that if we wanted to keep our car running well, we had to budget for gas and oil changes and tire rotations and new tires and unexpected maintenance items. How much more important and irreplaceable are our one body that God gave us for our whole lifetime than a car? Around that time, I also happened to read an article by Dr. Edie Wadsworth, who is a retired family physician. She's now an author and a life coach and a Young Living Diamond, but she's trained as and has practiced as a family physician. And she was sharing her rookie mistakes about essential oils. She made the comparison of essential oils to fruits and vegetables in your diet, and that was one of my light bulb moments in my health journey that really clicked with me. She said, you don't eat an apple a week and then expect to have all the nutrients your body needs to stay well. Essential oils are plants, right? Just like fruits and vegetables are plants. And our bodies utilize them optimally when they're getting multiple servings multiple times a day, most days, or at least every day. Our essential oils don't work that way for us when we keep them on a shelf and occasionally give them a try reactively here and there. That's not the way we're going to see the most benefit from their use. It's not going to keep us above the wellness line, so to speak. So Nick and I talked, we took the bet, we decided to order Ningxia for a few months and see if it did anything. Well, you already know the answer to that. When we felt so different and we were no longer having to miss church and work and Bible study because somebody was sick, we had a renewed motivation to prioritize these gifts in our home. So that is the first takeaway I have here for essential rewards. Sometimes we have to look at what we're really prioritizing with our money. Are we thinking preventatively or reactively when it comes to our bodies? And I cannot tell you how freaking grateful I am with everything going on in the world right now that we have spent money and time prioritizing being well. Here's the second point. Essential rewards does not have to be something you add into your budget. It doesn't. Nick was in his residency training when we restarted, and the first time, I suppose, did our essential rewards. We had a really small income. We were just highly motivated to find the money somewhere. And then, as I was thinking about it, I realized, okay, toothpaste, floss, deodorant, dish soap, laundry soap, dishwasher soap, cough drops, protein powder, body lotion. I buy all these things. I buy at least some of them every month somewhere. I was just getting them from Target or Meijer, and they weren't helping my energy levels or my hormone levels or my long-term health. And to be honest, when I went to Target, I would be impulse purchasing other stuff that I truly didn't need just because they make their end caps look so pretty. So when I funneled some of our household money into a Young Living budget, what do you know? I definitely had more than $50 a month for all those things when you put them all together. And I was already budgeting and spending that. It just needed to be renamed into a different category. I also learned that a lot of the Thieves products are highly concentrated, so you can dilute them and they end up being a non-toxic choice and a money saver. Lindsay Behrens in the Superstars group just did a couple awesome videos on some money saving hacks this past month that is definitely worth checking out. And by this time, I've learned dilution hacks on, I think, almost every Thieves household product, except maybe the dental floss. So if you're having sticker shock when you look at stuff, talk to me. I experienced that myself, but then I learned, okay, this is not an apples to apples comparison if I'm going to dilute these things. It's not the same as like comparing a bottle of Thieves dish soap and a bottle of Dawn. Besides the intangible health benefits, I'm not going to use them the same way. So second takeaway, okay, here's number 2. There are plenty of things that we all have to buy for our bodies and our homes. Essential rewards is a way to do it toxin-free, and it can actually be a cost savings to us. Plus, by using versions of those products that don't cause respiratory disruption or hormone disruption through toxins, we're less likely to have to treat those issues later on in life. One of the things that I experienced when I started doing the monthly ordering from Young Living is I was like a little nervous to try to order new things because I wasn't sure if I'd love them or not. So actually, as time went on, I found out that the monthly freebies and accumulating essential rewards points and cashing them in on stuff are an awesome way to try things low risk. And I just asked my leaders about some items that I wasn't sure about, or local people if I could smell them or things like that, which is always open to any of you guys that are local to come here and see things at my house. But so many things that I've gotten as freebies and on Essential Rewards promotions that I might not have tried on my own, I'm really grateful for now. For example, there's an essential oil blend called Imu Power. It smells like cumin, but it is a powerhouse when it comes to helping somebody who's under the weather. So, in case you forgot, we get on Essential Rewards freebies as monthly promotions, we earn points back like cash, and we get free loyalty gifts, free oils after our 3rd, 6th, 9th, and 12th month, and then a bottle of loyalty oil every year after that. So, third takeaway, Essential Rewards is an awesome way to try new things for little to no risk. One of the last things I want to share with you guys from my personal experience is another way I saved a ton of money by using Young Living last spring. I have suffered from really bad seasonal allergies for years. I learned about an essential oil combination, lemon, lavender, and peppermint, or some people call this LLP, that is supposed to be great for helping with symptoms from pollen. And last year, finally, I tried using those in rollers near my itchy eyes, and I used the vitality oils of those internally in capsules, and it made a huge difference in my allergy symptoms. I was finally able to stop buying this super expensive eye drop that was like the only thing that had ever worked previously for my itchy eyes. It was over a $50 copay, and the bottle literally was like the size of my thumbnail. It was like the tiniest bottle ever, and it was so expensive. Thank God I had insurance for it, because if I didn't, it was like $200 a bottle. It was totally ridiculous, but it worked, right? So I bought it because I needed it to see. What I'm not saying here, I'm not advocating that people go off all of their prescription medications because you only need oils. I'm not saying anything like that. But I would suggest that everyone have a reference guide or an app, because more often than we've guessed, our family has been able to use a couple drops of essential oils for things that we used to have to use way more expensive over-the-counter options for. And those often had not so great ingredients or not so great side effects. Plus now we have our oils in our home. We don't have to spend the time and the gas getting to somewhere to buy that stuff at the last minute. So that's my last takeaway for tonight. Everybody in this group that's listening to this video has a starter kit in their home or on the way. So use your tools, use them. I'm here. This group is here. Our upline communities are here because we want to equip you to get the best bang for your buck out of whatever it is that you want to invest in your health and wellness. Don't be embarrassed when you don't know how to use something or when to use something. That's why this is done in community and why we're doing it together. We have amazing tools to help with what our bodies need most right now, which is to be well and have ways to manage our stress. We are all in that boat together, especially right now. So I hope that my story has inspired you to think about what your wellness goals are for you individually or as a family. I hope it's given you some creative ideas on how to make it work in your unique situation. I know that the idea of monthly ordering can feel a little bit overwhelming at the beginning, especially when you're trying to figure out the details and the logistics. So that's why I decided to do these clarifying videos. Now that Essential Rewards is a part of my routine, I know that I have not found a more generous loyalty program anywhere else. I could not be more grateful that the products I need for my body and home, they're toxin-free, they show up at my doorstep, they earn me cash back for fun treats, all at the same time. Sweet. And social distancing right now, right? Okay, so giveaway. To enter to win a $10 product credit, which you can use towards your Essential Rewards order or any regular order, reply back to this group message and let us know what your favorite perk of Essential Rewards is. Or if you're not on it yet, let us know what you want to try first or a question you have that's holding you back from starting. Later today or tomorrow, I'm planning to post a video that shows the logistics of how I set up my Essential Rewards order, how I search for things, how I add things to it, how I process it, to clarify kind of how to use the website and do it logistically. And that video will have a giveaway attached too, so stay tuned for it. Thanks, guys.